You know, it's funny. Have you ever really stopped to think about the words we use every single day? It turns out that even the most simple, everyday words can have these incredible, complex, secret lives. And to show you what I mean, we're going to start with a little bit of a puzzle.
So, here it is. What in the world could a fresh tomato from the grocery store and a massive Hollywood blockbuster movie possibly have in common? I mean, think about it. The answer is probably not what you're thinking, and it all comes down to the secret life of one single, really powerful word.
And that word is produce. But here's the thing, it's not just one word. It's kind of like a word with a split personality. It has two totally different identities, and the key to figuring them out, it's all in how you say it.
So here's how this double life works. When produce is an action, a verb, we say produce. But when it's a thing, a noun, we say produce. The only difference is which syllable you put the stress on. It's this tiny little shift in sound that completely changes the meaning. Kinda cool, right? Okay, first up, let's look at the action. Produce. This is the verb form. This is the one that's all about doing something, about creating something, or making something happen. So listen closely to how it sounds. Produce. You hear that? The emphasis, the stress, it lands right on that second syllable. That's the key. Produce. That's our action word.
And as a verb, this word is a real workhorse. I mean, its most common meaning is just to make or create something. But it also means to manage the whole business side of a play or a movie, and that's where our blockbuster comes in. Oh, and in the music biz, it means being the one in charge of recording a song.
So here's that first meaning in action. The tree is doing something. It's creating fruit. The tree produces fruit. Pretty straightforward, right? All right, now let's completely switch gears and meet this word's other self. We're not talking about an action anymore. Now we're talking about an object.
And the very first thing you'll notice is the sound. Just listen. Produce. Produce. The stress has jumped all the way to the front, to that first syllable. It's not produce anymore, it's produce, and that's our noun. So what is produce? Well, it's that collective name we have for all the fresh food that comes from plants. You know, fruits and vegetables. Especially when you see them all together in a store. This is where our tomato from the beginning fits right in. It's part of the whole category.
And here's a perfect example from real life. You walk into the supermarket and you head over to the produce section. You're not looking for an action, you're looking for things. Carrots, apples, lettuce, and of course, our tomato.
Okay, so having two different identities is already pretty cool, but that's not the whole story. This dual nature is exactly what gives this simple word a really special status and puts it in a very exclusive club.
Because, you see, there's a much deeper reason why a word like produce is so fundamental, so important to the English language.
And here it is. Produce is one of only 850 words on a special list called the Basic English 850. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth does that even mean?
So what is this basic English thing? And why is it such a big deal for a word to actually make it onto this list? Well, it all comes down to this number, 850. And that's not just a random number. It's the entire foundation of a system that was designed to make English way more accessible to people all over the world.
Basic English is what you'd call a controlled language. It's a stripped-down, simplified version of English that's built on this core vocabulary. The whole idea is that if you can master these 850 words, you can actually communicate a huge range of ideas and do it clearly and effectively.
So why produce? What makes it such a perfect word for this core list? Well, for one, as we've already seen, it's incredibly versatile. It covers a fundamental action, to create, and a fundamental object, the food we eat. So by mastering just this one word, you unlock a ton of communicative power. It's like a 2-for-1 deal for language learners. And all of this leaves us with one final thought. I mean, if a word as common as produce has this whole secret life going on beneath the surface, it just makes you wonder, right? How many other simple words are out there just hiding in plain sight with their own secret stories, waiting for us to notice?